So now we've got a microphone. Now we need a way to record it. We have our computer. And so next step is to put the proper software on the computer. So let's do that first. I'll even take you from the basic steps here. Step one, we'll go to my favorite search engine, Google, and we will type in the word Audacity, A-U-D-A-C-I-T-Y, and we'll bring up, there it is right there, free audio editor and recorder. You can go there. It works for both Mac as well as PC. Very nice. The company that puts it out is called SourceForge.net. And you would go there, click your download, bring it down. It works in 98, ME, 2000, XP, and Vista. So anyway, we have our software, and here is Audacity. Very confusing to somebody who would not understand what is going on, as far as, like, this does not look like my Word document. This has got buttons. This has got, little pictures of microphones and speakers and all kinds of different little things. A lot of this is not necessarily you need to delve into. If you want to, there's help menus there, there's tutorials and all the goody stuff to do that. First thing we have to do is make sure that Audacity has our microphone in its best interest. So we go down here to the good old preferences, which is you found in the edit menu, and we see that what it does is it likes to make sure that it is looking at yours directly into your normal sound card setup, which is here is Sound Mapper, which basically means that anything that Windows is using is okay with them. And they have a little device right here that you can use to check your microphone, and it will tell you whether or not it's working. You have a thing here that says start monitoring. So look at there, here I am. Now we want it, you see how it has little levels in red, and then it has a little thing in blue. The thing in blue is the peak, and we want to keep that around in that, see those numbers? The numbers are 24, 12, and 0. If you notice they are counting, they're negatives, they're counting to 0. 0 is a place that you want to avoid. And the reason why you want to avoid that is so that the audio does not become clipped or distorted. In recording on computers versus recording on the good old tape, once the limit has run out to 0, the recording becomes destroyed on those portions. So you try to keep it at an average level of -12, and in a normal speaking tone. If you are prone to talk louder, you might want to back up just a touch, so that we don't drive that thing all the way up into the bad section. So once you have turned this little deal on here and you say, okay, cool, I'm in here, but I'm not recording. All right. So we'll test and show you how this is done. So we see that we got pretty little lights, jump, 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 jump. Then we have here all of our buttons, pause, and play, and stop. Go to start. This is like fast forward and rewind. All right, and then we have the magic button. Magic button here is to record. It says, "Hey, look at there! I'm recording. I'm recording the opening of my book. Welcome to my book, the best book you have ever heard, and you will want to listen to everything that I have said and put in my book." And now I'm done with this little recording. I hit stop. And there it is, my wonderful, wonderful recording. And if I want to listen to it back, I can hit the play button. There it is. Wonderfully done. But now that you got your recording done, you can come up here and you can save your project. Your project is basically just a name that references these files, and it'll bring your files back up. when you've got a completed chapter, I would still do save project so that you have that. You can even label it chapter 1 or whatever you want to do. You can set it up there. So see here, it says let's save everything exactly as it appears on the screen, and then you'll be ready to use it. All right. And then here's where you would do your normal saving. All right, cancel. But another way too is you can go to this here that says export. Export is the way that you would get these files into a format so somebody else can do the editing on them. And your choices here are Wave. Wave is the PC sound. AIFF is the Mac version of the sound file. And there may be also other types. As you see here, MP3, Vorbis, these FLAC, which is for Flash, MP2, which is another file format for doing some web work. I would recommend for the MP3 as an option. This would make it easier for sending files through the internet. And then I would use a company like www.usendit.com, which is a free FTP service for files up to 100 megabytes. You can send them back and forth. The recipient gets an email saying you got a file waiting for you here. They click and boom, it downloads right to they can download it right to their computer. And that's how we do business in this new age. Options. These has to do with the quality of the MP3 file. Now, things that you want to do before you send it is make sure that it's a constant bit rate. This 160 is excellent for voice. You can go as low as 128 and you would still be all right for voice. Higher numbers is higher quality. You get up to the 224 to 320 range, it's going to sound as good as a CD, but yet a nice small file for deliverable size through the internet. It's kind of like a zip file for audio, but that works very, very well. Do not go below in these lower areas here. Because these will start to, as they're compressing the files to make them smaller, they're taking away a lot of the sound of it, and your voice will drastically change, and it will not be conducive for a professional audiobook type of release. It would sound more like if it's something you wanted to do just as somebody talking on the radio or something like that. Radio can go all the way down to 64, 80, around in these ranges, and still be okay. But these are almost like sounding like telephone audio when you get down into here, which is very nasty when you're trying to make an audiobook out of it. But this is the simplest way to go, most inexpensive. Obviously you can get into this whole package for under $100 if you already got your computer, and you're good to go.